Hey guys, it's Carla.
Hey, it's Caesar.
Welcome back to another episode of Carla and Caesar's Modern Life.
Episode 34.
Hey.
How do you feel?
34. I feel good.
Yeah.
Feel rested.
Mm-hmm.
Ready for a nap at the same time.
Yeah, we're sorry we didn't get back to you right away with the second half of that episode that we published. This is the continuation of that, but we're just going to call it episode 34 to not confuse anybody.
Mm-hmm.
So the reason, we'll get into it right away because we have a lot to talk about. The reason why we were on vacation last week is because we went to a friend's wedding. Do you want to get more into that?
Yeah, it was my friend, our friend Kathy and Justin. They celebrated their wedding in Solvang. No, in Santa Ynez, which is near Santa Barbara. And we stayed in Solvang with two of our other friends, Corey and Michelle. And it was so fun. It went by way too quick. We got to catch up with friends, like the mutual friends, and got to meet new friends. And I got to see the girls that I saw in Cabo. Is that where it was? No. Yeah? Cabo. And then, we ate a lot of good food.
Yeah, it took us 3 hours to get over there. It's in Santa Barbara, and it's like Solvang itself is like a tourist destination because it's like a little, is it Danish?
Yeah.
Danish town in California where everything looks like Fantasyland and Disneyland.
It does. And then they have a lot of really good like pastries, and they're known for like sausages and what else?
It was just, there's a lot of great food and there's a lot of people there, but it's a small place. You just walk around. Yeah, there's a lot of like fields and like vineyards, like you said, and like farms.
Yeah.
And that's why in that area, that's where they got married, because it was like they got married on like a farm, right?
Yeah, the stars at night looked so beautiful
because it was super dark.
Yeah.
It was. I'd never been there to Solvang or even to Santa Barbara. Honestly.
Yeah, I hadn't either.
How did you like it?
I liked it a lot. Yeah, I like how much space there is, and like it's just so much nature, and it's like chill, but like everything is still like decently nearby. And then we did even stop to get lunch in Santa Barbara on our way back down on Sunday, and that was a beautiful beach city. I definitely would like to go back for sure.
Me too. Yeah, it was a beautiful place, and it was fun to take a couple days off and just have fun.
Because it's only like it took us 3 hours to get there. I mean, we got lucky without like we didn't hit any traffic on our way there, but I feel like it's definitely doable.
Yeah. If you're in Orange County or you're in Southern California, and you can drive up there in a day and come back the same day, but you could also stay for a day. So congrats to the couple. And,
thanks for throwing a good party. And
yeah. So that was last weekend, and then during the week, it was crazy. We did a lot of things, but one of the things you did was go to improv, right?
I did. I finally went back. I took last week off because I think I chickened out, and then this week I almost chickened out again, but I'm glad that I didn't, because as soon as it was over, like I just always feel really happy after. And I'm glad that I went, but I'm like, why do I forget that I like that and I like that feeling about it when like somebody at work asked me why I go? Because I guess the way I described it made it sound like it wasn't fun, because I was like, yeah, it's really cool. Like I'm trying to like challenge myself, and like I like have to talk myself into it and like really like psych myself up because otherwise I'll like not come out of my shell, I guess. And so I guess I just made it sound like I was dreading it. I think that's what it was. And they're like, why are you going then? And I was like, it got me thinking, and I thought like, why am I going? But I think that was just like my ego, or like, like
kind of doubt yourself. Yeah. It always seems like a really positive experience when you do it. So.
Yeah, it is. And then I always like talk to people afterwards and during, and everyone's so nice.
Yeah.
I think that's the best part.
That's great.
Yeah.
So it's every Wednesday. You're gonna keep going back and try as often as you can.
Yeah. Eventually, if I like want to start doing it more, there's other days at other places that I could potentially go to. But for now, I'm gonna try to keep going on Wednesdays.
Nice. So do you find that you appreciate like that how like somebody can improvise more now that you've done it a few times? Like it's crazy. It's so hard.
It is. It's really hard. But then I find myself noticing it in people when they do it naturally, and I'm like, you should do improv because you're so funny. Like out of nowhere, you'll just like Corey.
Yeah.
And I have a friend, Sam, who will just like make up stories and just like start having like made up conversations.
Yeah.
And it's like, I wish I was better at it, but I feel like I can be. Well, like I can get better at least of where I'm at.
I think it's easier when you when there's no pressure.
Exactly.
Like, I feel like I could do it like when we're just hanging out and like talking.
100%.
But even like on a podcast, like I get more nervous about it.
That's true.
Because we make up some hilarious things.
We do.
But it's just because of the fact that it's like it's just us.
Yeah.
And then I understand why it's different in improv because you don't know everybody, you're not comcomfortable, and you don't know if they have the same sense of humor. Because
I'll be sitting like not participating in a what is it called?
Sketch or a game or whatever.
Like a game, yeah. And I'll get ideas like, oh, I think this would have been funny, or like, you know, like in addition to like whatever happened. And then I wonder like, how come it's so much harder like to not do that to, like with myself while I'm up there? But I think it's a matter of like staying present and like just practicing.
Yeah, it's true. Just keep doing it.
Yeah.
Well, that's exciting. Anything else from your week?
Not really. Just been working a lot.
Yeah. Well, good. I'm glad that you're doing interesting things like that. I'm also doing a few things that are crazy. If you see me right now, I'm wearing the hat. This is because this is a Rodriguez Show merch. Rodriguez Show has merch now. We'd have hats, and then I'll go get a shirt. I'll just grab it for you now. Give me 1 second.
Okay.
So you can see the shirt. Keep it funky, keep it fresh, keep it sexy. Which is my catchphrase on the show. Keep it funky, keep it fresh, keep it sexy. And
the shirt was in front of your face. Does it matter?
Oh no! I think I got a clear shot. People can see it. So this is the logo, and then and then the front of the shirt right there. Yeah, they can see it. So yeah, we're selling these shirts because we're raising money for our Halloween show, which is actually happening Saturday, October 29th in Santa Ana, California. Yeah, we put it together. We have a lot of great people performing. Eric Young, Kid Vista, Surreal Camille, Specs, Melting, Hippie C, they're performing together. Sammy Love, YBG Viliami, Tyler Conan. It's just a big Halloween party that we're doing, and we are going to do a $100 costume contest so people can like dress up and maybe win some cash.
Nice.
And yeah, I mean, we've never done a Halloween, like full-on Halloween like event. So I love Halloween.
You've always wanted to?
I've always wanted to. And so we thought this year, because it was exactly 6 months after our last event, so it gives us plenty of time, well, for me to mentally recover.
Yeah.
And then, but even now, like, it feels better because I'm a little more organized with it, I feel like, in my head.
Yeah, you have a few under your belt.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I kind of know like how it's going to work.
That's exciting.
Yeah. So it's just a lot of things that have been happening. We got the merch done. We actually got it done earlier this week, and then the next day, I was my friend Kid Vista. He hired me to host his release show that he's doing. It was a project that he was going to be releasing. He had to delay the project, but he still had the event. And there's a lot of great people performing, so I was there like selling merch outside with the table, and then running in and between acts to introduce, because the merch was outside, and then it was right inside, like there's the doors like right there, but you go into the venue and it's happening, so I could still hear the music, still participate, but I was just outside. But I'd have to run in and introduce the acts in between.
Was that hard to do?
It was a little tough sometimes because Mondo was DJing from the Rodriguez Show, Mondo. But sometimes he'd be like, hey, this is the last song, and I'm like, oh, I know, I'll be there. And then one time, like, I didn't make it, and he was like, he had to like say, like, give it up for this person, but that was it. Like, it's not that hard at FTG because it's a venue in Santa Ana, FTG, because they make it so easy to do that stuff.
Yeah.
And that's why a lot of people go and do that. So yeah, shout out to FTG. And the event that we're doing for the Halloween show is not at FTG. It's actually at 2nd Street Events, 1207 East 2nd Street, Santa Ana, California. If you listen to Anam, it's her venue. So, and I'm in the AM from back in the day.
She talked about her venue on her show.
Yeah. She talked about the house that she has, and yeah, I'm pretty sure it's like a public thing. She wants people to know. So yeah, she rents it out for events, and it's a dope place.
It really is.
Yeah.
Good for her. Shout out to Anam. Shout out to Mondo for improvising. There you go. Another
Mondo.
example.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, he did a great job. So did Taps. I only stayed for half of it because I had to wake up at super early. Yeah. I worked at 5 the next day. But yeah, it was great. You did a great job of hosting. Do you get nervous still?
Not really. I didn't get nervous the first time. Like once I do the first introduction, I'm like, oh, okay, this is easy. And then I always do like, how you guys feel, and then everybody cheers, and then I'm like, oh, okay, like people are down to participate.
Okay.
I feel like the events that I've done we're lucky because the crowd is like, we don't have to win them over. Like the crowd is there for us, and so hopefully, I mean, that's how it'll be going forward. Is because we've been doing it for a while. It's just our crowd, so it's easier to host these events. I feel like if nobody knew who I was, not that a lot of people do, but like in that crowd they did. If nobody did, then I'd be a little more nervous.
Yeah, definitely.
But, yeah. So yeah, that's it. The tickets for the Halloween Fest are at rodriguezshow.com. And you can get merch to support us leading up to that at The Rodriguez Show on Instagram. That'll show you where you can get the merch. But yeah, we're using that, selling those shirts and those hats, which are green and black, and then the shirts are black and white. So
nice.
Yeah, we have a variety of options. After 7 years, we finally did it.
That's awesome. Congrats.
Thanks.
They're really cool. I have my shirt. I should have worn it today, but next time.
Yeah, I need to do laundry because I just wore the shirt, and those shirts are really nice. I did some research.
They're really comfortable.
Got some good material on them.
Nice. So. Good choice.
Yeah. So that's it. Yeah, that's how you can tell it's been a crazy week for us. We've been doing a lot, but I feel good about it. Do you feel good?
I feel good too.
Yeah. You ready to get into the scenarios?
Yeah, for sure.
Let's do it.
So the first one goes, am I the asshole for making a joke about my date's allergy? The background. I'm a 19-year-old male and I'm allergic to pollen. A month and a half ago, I found a girl who's 18 who is allergic to nuts. She isn't shy about it, and we joked about it in our texts on Tinder. We texted, had a good relationship, and I was thinking that she was the one. We decided to have a date. At 19, 18? Dang.
She was the one?
She's the one. So he describes the scenario. So we meet in a restaurant and we didn't talk since it was our first time meeting in real life. When we were ordering, the waiter said, "Hi, may I take your order?" She said, I would like fries without nuts. So I said, "I don't think fries have nuts in them." And she responded, "Better be safe than sorry." The waiter then asked, "And for you, sir?" And I said, "I would like pork chops without pollen." My intention was to use this joke as an icebreaker, and the waiter had a little chuckle over it. My date, on the other hand, looked annoyed, and we didn't talk at all. Later that day, she texted me to say that I was rude, and then she ghosted me. I already consider this relationship lost, but it just keeps me up at night. So am I the asshole?
Oh my God. Well, I don't think he's the asshole for this. What do you think?
I don't think so either.
It was a joke.
Yeah.
And who orders fries without nuts?
Yeah, that's just a really weird way of saying that you have an allergy. Just ask or just say it.
Are they made with peanuts, sir? What is no nuts, please. Nuts on the side.
I understand you can fry fries in peanut oil.
Yeah.
But you can just ask. Yeah. So yeah, I don't think you're the asshole. At the same time, if she has an insecurity about it that you weren't aware of, I don't know, maybe. But at the same time, he said that she wasn't shy about it.
Yeah.
About the allergy. But at the same time,
I'm allergic to nuts.
Maybe it's I don't know, maybe it's an insecurity or something.
Maybe she just took it the wrong way.
Yeah, took it the wrong way. And at the same time, she's not wrong for, I don't know. Either way, I don't think you're the asshole.
Yeah, I don't think you did anything wrong. I think you made a joke and she didn't have the same sense of humor. So at the end of the day, I guess it works out for you because you don't have to be with somebody who doesn't have a similar sense of humor.
Yeah.
And I think that's it, right?
True. Yeah.
All right. You ready to move on to the next one?
Go ahead.
Am I the asshole for making my husband late when he had a flight to catch because I locked the bathroom door? Before I had a baby, I used to leave the bathroom door unlocked while I showered or changed. Now I feel insecure, so I tend to lock the door when I'm showering because I don't want my husband to just walk in like he used to. He was leaving on a business trip early Sunday morning, and I went in to shower right after him. He tried to come in a few minutes after I got in there because he left his phone in the bathroom, but I had locked the door. I didn't hear him knock at first, and then I had shampoo in my hair, so I made him wait until I washed it off and grabbed a towel before I opened the door. He was already running late as he was helping with our son, so he was annoyed at me. He asked why I locked the door and why I didn't just open it straight away since I knew he had a flight to catch. We had an argument because he told me to stop locking the door because this wasn't the first time I made him late, and I said I would keep doing it. Am I the asshole?
Oh dang.
Dang. Well, I mean, if you're insecure, like, I don't know. I mean, that sucks, but
yeah,
it's also like if you guys are sharing the bathroom like that, I don't know.
Maybe like make a compromise and get like a curtain or something.
Yeah.
Because like you're not wrong for wanting that privacy.
Yeah.
But at the same time, like if you only have one bathroom you can use, then and like you're aware that he's running late and he's helping you, then like maybe just like that way you can like be able to like make an exception here and there. But
help
I think
each other
that
out.
yeah. So if you keep doing it, I feel like you're an asshole. I feel like in this case, it was just maybe like
the first time. But he said this wasn't the first time.
Oh,
I mean,
yeah.
So if you keep refusing to do this, then yeah, like.
Yeah.
Because I understand like insecurities, like maybe you have to work on that, like being more insecure about your body. I didn't understand at first, but because she had a baby, she's insecure about her body. So that's totally fair. There's nothing wrong with feeling like that. But at the same time, like that insecurity can't get in the way of like other people's business in that sense. Like, like he has to go to work, and if you guys are sharing the bathroom, like he should be able to go in there because he's not doing anything wrong by like seeing you in that state, I guess.
Yeah. I mean, they could even establish like, I'm not looking at you, you know.
Just
even
that. Like,
you know, because you don't have to look that way. Maybe you do. I don't know what their layout is like, but I feel like you can avoid your eyes, and that way she knows she can keep showering in peace. And
yeah, and if she's honest about that to her husband, like, hey, I just feel insecure about this right now, then maybe he'll understand more about why it's being locked. But I think you should help him out in that sense.
Yeah. So I think, yeah.
So you are the asshole, but there's a chance to fix it, obviously.
Exactly.
All right. Do you want to read the last one?
Am I the asshole for not wanting my husband to walk his sister down the aisle? My husband, Mike, is 37. He's the eldest in his family. He's pretty close with his sister, Beth, who's 28. And they spend almost all week together. Beth had issues with her father growing up. She went no contact with him after he took her first car and damaged it. She only remained in contact with Mike since everyone else judged her for going no contact. She's getting married to her fiancé of 3 years. From what I understand, she and her dad are slowly getting reconciled, but she made it clear she wants him to take no part in the wedding. She asked Mike if he could walk her down the aisle, and he agreed. I have to say that I was taken aback, and it felt a bit odd for me because her dad is alive, they're on speaking terms again, and he's going to be there at the wedding, so the logical thing to do is to have him walk her down the aisle. This role isn't for her older brother, but her father. Not to mention how father-in-law will feel about it. I brought this up with Beth, and she had an attitude and implied that I was just saying this and objecting because of how I feel about the situation, not how our traditions should be practiced. We got into an argument, and I went home. Mike thinks I'm being unreasonable and possibly causing him to miss something so sentimental, and that if anything, he feels honored to be asked to do this for her, and said that I should stop worrying about what others might think. Now we're having this conflict, 3 of us, and cannot seem to reach a solution.
Dang.
Oh man. I just wonder why she feels uncomfortable with it.
Yeah, I just feel like I get that she's like, hey, maybe it's the dad's thing to do it, but it's not really her choice to make, right?
Right, because it's not her wedding. And I feel like not like weddings don't all have to be traditional, you know?
Yeah, it's true. And it's like, what is she even worth? Like, yeah, I don't understand why it makes her uncomfortable. Like the big brother can be a father figure if the father wasn't around, and that's what it seems like. There was like a lot of problems with her dad. So
they just don't seem to have a good relationship. So
yeah,
why?
Yeah, so I don't know why she needs to be involved. So this is very clear. You are the asshole.
You are the asshole.
Yeah, it just sucks because I like people just need to accept that other people are going to do their thing for their wedding. I mean, it's reasonable. It's not like he's asking them to do anything crazy like the Game of Thrones wedding, where you know what I'm saying? Like there's a limit, and if her husband has a connection with the sister where he can give her away in that sense, then
why not? Like he said, like he feels honored. Like I feel like
yeah, you're just getting in the way of that.
Yeah. So, like she was saying, like, I guess she feels bad for the father-in-law, but it's not like your job to worry about other people's feelings, really,
So yeah, that was it for the 3 scenarios.
Thanks for tuning in.
Yep, thanks for checking us out, and remember to follow us on Instagram. You can follow me at IamCaesarRod. Where can they follow you?
On Instagram, CarlaRod89, and my plant page is Plant Parenthood OC.
Nice. And then my other show that I do is at The Rodriguez Show on Instagram, and you can follow that, or you can follow also Caesar Rod Podcast and Video, where you can hire me to produce your podcast. If you're in the Orange County, Southern California area, we can do it in person, or if you're not, you can also just send me the footage and I can edit it. I can help you get started remotely as well. And that's it for this week, guys. Remember to take care of yourself and each other.
Thanks for watching. Bye.